Hello, I'm Kaylee Coe. Welcome. I'm on camera. This is crazy. I haven't done this in a long time, but I enjoy it. I love it. And that's actually what this Noted is all about this week. If you have no idea who I am, then hello. You can follow me on Instagram at Kaylee Coe, K-A-Y-L-I-K-O. We'll put it here, or here, or here. We haven't figured that out yet. We'll get there. So wherever, it's somewhere in this area. But I do a blog called Noted every week, and it's just about the lessons that I had learned that week. So this week was actually insane. I might venture to say the craziest week I've had of 2018. I actually had a business coach sit down with me for many hours just discussing, Kaylee, who are you? Let's figure that out. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's understand why you've been nannying for so many years and doing stuff that isn't really part of you. And I hope while I'm kind of figuring out who I am, you guys can ask yourselves some of the same questions. And yeah, cool. Let's do this. So I sat down with this business coach, and it did not take her long to figure out that I have a big personality, I guess you can say, that I should be in front of the camera, that I'm hysterical. People ask all the time, who's funnier, Michael or I? And it's obvious. Like, Michael's raising his hand and it's sad. Anyway, she was so curious why I had done all of these admin jobs and these operations jobs and nannying for so many years. And then I got into retail, and she just said, okay, I feel like there's a disconnect. What's happening here? Pause. I don't know.
Disconnect happening?
No, I know, but my stomach hurts and I think I need to go to the bathroom. All good. We've established that I have met with a business coach. She's trying to figure out who Kaylee is. I'm trying to figure out who Kaylee is, because I'm 29, turning 30 next month, and I think it's about time I've kind of figured out who I am, in the very least, just getting me on a path that I am supposed to be going down. We needed to figure out what happened early on, or even recently in my life, that made me say, I'm actually not a conqueror, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go down that path anymore. I'm not going to be in the entertainment industry. I'm not going to be in front of the camera, and I'm not going to write. I'm not going to be creative. So we needed to figure out what happened. She said for me to go to this very specific time in my life where I remember when I had the biggest personality and I was just the life of the party. And I will never forget this. I was in, as I say, I'll never forget, either second or third grade. I remember sitting at the front of the class, and we were doing auditions for the Big Bad Wolf. And all these people tried out for it, these little kids, and they were cute and adorable as kids are, some of them. One by one, these kids just kept saying, well, I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. And like, they all go into giggles and all that good stuff. And then it was like, all right, step aside, Kaylee's here. And they're like, all right, Kaylee, go ahead. And I just got up on my chair and I was like, oh, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. And I got so into it, like stupid into it. And the kids just died laughing. Like, they loved it. And at that moment I was like, this is me. And then I got the part, and then I was the Big Bad Wolf. So she was like, this is awesome. We have this really great character to pull from and figure out, like, what happened to her? What happened to the Big Bad Wolf? What happened recently or since the Big Bad Wolf that made me feel like I couldn't be in the limelight, that I wasn't supposed to have a microphone in my hand, that I wasn't supposed to be in front of a camera? She just said something in you then turned an excitement into shame. And we need to figure what that was. I had an example of when I was 25 and I gave up the microphone and I said, I don't think I should be on stage anymore. She said, what would the Big Bad Wolf say to 25-year-old Kaylee? It's just, the visual is so cute, because I was a pretty adorable little third grader. I had these little bangs, and now I'm picturing me with glasses on and bangs, and then these freaking wolf ears and probably a tail. I'm picturing her, and she's just strutting her stuff, and she just looks at Kaylee and she just says, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is you. She'd probably like grab the mic and slap her over the face with it or something, and then 25-year-old Kaylee would, what? Like, be so shocked, and then Big Bad Wolf would most likely just hand her the microphone, and then, my coach just said, okay, and then what? And then what? And I said, well, then I'd grab the mic. She's like, and then what? I said, and then I'd go back on stage. And she said, and then what? And then I said, I would kick ass on stage, and I would deliver the best message, or deliver the best show, or host the best thing, like whatever it was. And she was like, yes, that's exactly what you would do. And So it like reawakened something in me. It was just like at that moment where I was like, I had so much fun doing that, and I really miss the big bad wolf, and I wish she would show up more. And she's like, there's no reason she can't. What's the reason why you don't? And I said, you know, like, I've been wanting to vlog for so long, but I thought it's so oversaturated. And even with blogging, I was like, so many people are doing it. What new could I bring to the table? And then anytime I would have that thought, I'd have another thought, and it would always be attached to it. And I'd say, but if everyone thought like that, then there'd be no bloggers, and there'd be no vloggers, and there'd be no actors, and there'd be no chefs, and there'd be no models, and there'd be no lawyers and doctors. So what you want to do and what you're passionate about, that's what you're supposed to do. Don't turn it off. Don't throw away the microphone. Don't throw away your pen or whatever it is. Like, one of the biggest things was I would ask everybody, because I didn't know who I was. I would say, and she equated it to that book, Are You My Mother? And so it was like me going to jobs and being like, are you my mother? Are you my mother? Are you my yes? Like, that's what it was. I couldn't keep doing that. I would go to everyone else asking them to tell me what my yes was. I needed to figure that out for myself. I needed to say, this is who I am. I am that big bad wolf. And the best thing is that after these sessions, I would go into my car, and every single time the same thing would be playing, because I'm obsessed with this movie. It's The Greatest Showman. Showman. The Greatest Showman. However you decide to pronounce it. But it is such a fantastic film. And as soon as I was done, I got in the car and that song, This Is Me, came on. You know, look out, here I come. And I'm marching up to the beat I drum. To the beat I step. To be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. And it was so cool. It was like something had awakened in me, and I was like, this is me. Like, this is who I'm meant to be. What are you terrified to say yes to that you've always wanted to say yes to? Go after it. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Yeah. Just start saying yes to things that you should be saying yes to. Because why not? Noted.